pretty privilege does exist.
Oh, yeah.
And is it fair? No. No.
You know what? I think it's fair, right?
Okay.
If you think it's not fair, do something about it. Because
Okay.
everybody has power to do something about it.
Do you think that's a little harsh?
If you ugly, do something.
Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast, where no topic is off limits. We're the girlfriends that keep it real and give you different perspectives, because we know one way isn't always the right way. Hi, welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. My name is Cash.
I'm Ma.
I'm LC.
Today, we will be talking about pretty privilege. Pretty privilege. Do you think that it's a thing when you go through life?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I realized it was or didn't know or didn't understand until like recently or until I got older. Maybe with social media. I don't know what it is. I'm much more aware of it now.
Yeah.
But even when I think one of our episodes I talked about the first time I learned how to put makeup on. How old was I?
Old as hell.
25?
Old
25 years old?
heck.
I'm kidding.
No, not even 25.
Really?
35. I don't know, But it's like in my early 30s, I was hired to like be a director, lead a team. And that was the first time it occurred to me, hey, I better make an appointment at MAC and learn to put some makeup on, because if I'm going to walk in and be the boss, I need to look a certain way.
Look the part.
Yeah, look the part. And I had never thought about it before. Like I had went through my entire career before that, never putting makeup on. As long as my hair was clean, my outfits were good. I didn't have any skin issues or anything like that. So
Foundation? Did you do foundation?
Never,
Oh.
nothing. Like my face was clear, my skin was clear. So I never really thought about makeup really ever. And for some reason in that moment, that stage of my life, it just like the light bulb went off.
Did you feel prettier?
I didn't feel prettier. I felt, yes, you do, right? When you look at yourself before and after they put makeup on you, you're like, wow, I do not look like myself. I look like a way better version of myself, more respectable, more intelligent. That's when I really realized, wow, this is important. And it's super transformative. And people look at you differently and treat you differently.
I will say you without makeup and you with makeup is pretty much the same. Yeah. I feel like you don't.
You think that? Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't.
Yeah, I know. But as somebody that does put on makeup,
yes,
or has put on makeup and know how to put on a ton of makeup, I feel like when you put on makeup, it's very natural.
Yes.
It's a very no makeup look.
Yes.
I
agree.
So I feel like even if you didn't wear makeup, it
still probably looks the
but
same.
maybe
That's
it's more
probably
so
why I
like
never.
for yourself to feel like, oh, I feel more put together. We're not saying pretty privilege means you have to put on makeup, but
Yeah.
that's
That is actually a part of it, I think.
Oh, really? I think
I
there's
think it is.
I think there are some really pretty people without makeup.
The privilege doesn't come with that. Yes, you can be very pretty, and yes, you do get some privilege, but I think once you enhance it to a different level, that's when the pretty privilege in what I'm thinking comes into play.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like I agree with Ma, sometimes it's not about makeup. Some people they have really good features and they're naturally really beautiful, like girl next door look or just natural beauty. Natural beauty without makeup can still come into play.
Yes, natural beauty is definitely important, but you still don't get the same privilege as someone who is wearing makeup, who
Like
is
bombshell
put together, outfit, makeup, hair, the whole package, So I'm not discrediting naturally beautiful people because I really don't like a lot of makeup.
Yeah. Okay.
But do you think?
No, I think
yeah.
Yeah, no, I do think so. I think there are some really naturally beautiful women who were blessed with beautiful features, beautiful skin, that even without makeup, they still get the privilege of somebody with makeup.
So I'm going to disagree with that. You can take a very naturally beautiful woman and put it next to someone who isn't that pretty, but they're really put together. They've got their makeup on. They have the right outfit. They will outshine the one that's naturally pretty.
I don't know. It depends. Like, for example, have you ever seen My Sassy Girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's really natural. The actress, I love the actress. I don't even know her name, but she's really natural. And if she were walking down a neighborhood and all her groceries dropped. She's so beautiful. She doesn't need to have makeup. Men will run to help her pick up her groceries so quickly.
But next to her, a not that naturally pretty girl, but she's got makeup on. She's got the hair done, the lips, the eyes, and she has
yeah. Outshine.
Yeah, she will outshine the naturally pretty girl, is what I'm saying. If they both drop their grocery, which one is gonna get helped first? The makeup one.
Experiment.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
If it's just face with makeup versus no makeup, the makeup is gonna win. I'm still gonna have the same answer.
Oh, I don't agree with you. I guess we're. I guess the guys
agree
can
to disagree.
I guess the guys can comment below because we're not men. Because we're just going based off of what we think as women.
Some guys don't like the glam look. Yeah.
So they like it. They like it. They just
know. I feel like
they don't know the difference
because they're like, oh, we love the natural beauty, but then if you show them two women, they're like, oh,
they're always gonna clip.
I like this girl, but then the girl is like full face makeup on, and this one over here, she may have like a no makeup, or she may just be bare completely.
They're always gonna pick the glam and the baddie looking one, thinking they have no makeup.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do a comparison side by side, and they can do. Pretty privilege does exist. I do believe that. I think if you are deemed more attractive, or as somebody sees you as more attractive, you do tend to get away with a little bit more than somebody who is not attractive.
So do you guys feel like there are advantages as far as at the workplace, legally, with the law? If you go to court in front of a judge for a speeding ticket, would a really, really beautiful, cute girl get more leeway? Like, I wonder. Or at the office, corporate world, if someone's they have a great personality and they look really, really good, would they get promoted faster because for some reason they stand out more to the management team? I don't know.
I think it does definitely play into all of those for sure, being pretty, looking pretty. It does definitely open doors. Doesn't mean that advancements will be there or that further things down the line is going to happen. They need to play their cards right too.
Yeah.
But just getting the door open for sure it helps.
More doors open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I was going to agree with that. I don't think they necessarily get promoted over someone else. I think it would help people recognize them.
Yeah.
Or notice
stand
them.
out more.
Yeah. But
if they're
stupid,
no. Everybody's like, well, she's really pretty, but she's
so dumb. She's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's true.
It does help, but you still have to.
It doesn't keep you there.
There still has to be something up here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, have you guys ever experienced pretty being, something to your advantage?
If I look cute and I go to the grocery store to pick something up, I do notice that more heads turn. Because, like, for example, I'm going to go out, going to a dinner party, and I'm going to pick up some wine and dessert to bring to the dinner party. And I walk in there, and I'm all put together, outfit, heels, everything. It just happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, on a Saturday night, I was just going to dinner, but everyone else that were shopping for groceries, they're just going to get groceries and stay in and maybe watch Netflix or something because they're not going out. I was going out, and I do feel like you get more looks and head turns.
Yeah, I agree. If I'm out and I have makeup and I look good, more heads turn, more people are like running to hold the door for me, But I actually don't like the attention, so I rarely do that if I'm just going to go to the grocery store. It's like yesterday, for example, I was on a date and then I was looking all good and I went to Whole Foods and everybody was looking and it's a little bit embarrassing for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're probably like, where's she going?
I know, exactly. So I actually am always more like kind of like baggy ripped jeans, hats. Nobody look and see me, and that nobody ever looks. They're like, oh, who's that? But then, whatever. They turn around, But if I am really feminine and looking good, everybody's trying to find a way to help.
That's why when we were younger, we always made sure that we look good because that's how you get into the clubs for free. That's how you get into VIP. Because if you have a bunch of girls together who are, cute, they got the cute outfits on, their hair done, they're
Mhm.
they're all put together, they're all a bunch of cute little girls. Of course, people are gonna
That's
be
a
like,
perfect example of pretty privilege.
yeah. They'd be like, yeah, come to the club, come to our VIP booth, So, I mean, people do it because they know that's how you get in.
Oh, so I saw on, I don't remember if it was on the news or somewhere, where somebody who was going to the venue, they got turned away because they had a friend that was not cute. And the group was pissed.
Oh.
The group of ladies, they were upset, because, and a few of them were a little bit not as fit and thin or petite. The bouncer didn't let them in. So
Didn't let all of them in, or just didn't let those friends in?
didn't let them in because the majority of them were not as thin,
Oh.
So do you feel like that's wrong? Discrimination?
It is.
Or do you feel like they're doing their job by trying to keep an image for the club or venue?
I mean, I think the bouncers are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, what they're supposed to be doing. But I mean, is it fair? No.
Yeah.
Can they get sued for discrimination?
No.
Why not?
It's not a job.
I mean, they could. I mean, like,
you're not showing up to a job.
I mean, yeah, the girls could sue, but I don't know how far it's gonna go.
Yeah.
because that's like the nature of that industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always around that in New York, so to me, that's not unusual. You need to look good. You need to be fit. Like you cannot show at a club in New York and not be up to par.
The goal of most clubs and bars is what? To have people buy drinks, right?
Yeah.
Who mostly buy drinks?
Yeah.
Men. Men usually buy drinks. Who are they gonna buy drinks for? Pretty girls.
Yeah. Let's say, for example, like exactly precisely what I do, fit models, right? My fit models have to be a size small, 2-4, How can I hire someone who is bigger than that to try on clothes? It's impossible. It's part of the job description. It's like that for models.
I guess because it's casting, people can't discriminate and sue because it's casting, right? They have to fit the cast.
Yeah.
So then what is pretty anyways? What is not pretty in your opinion? Because if it exists, how do you identify it?
I don't know. I think when people say pretty, I think they mean somebody that is put together. I saw this saying, I think it's like a Chinese saying. I don't know how to say it in Chinese because I'm not Chinese, and I can't say it in Mandarin. But the translation is, "You're not ugly. You're just lazy." Right? Like
wow.
Or
wow, interesting.
Wait, let me say it the right way. There's no such thing as not being pretty. You're just lazy. Like if you weren't so lazy of putting yourself together.
That sounds like something a Chinese mom would say to her daughter.
That's something my mom would say to me. like no, you're just ugly because you're lazy.
Not making excuses.
Asian moms, like leave it to them.
Yeah, that's really like my point from earlier. Like you can be pretty, but if you don't look put together and the whole package is not there, then you're not going to really see the privilege. But pretty privilege is really going beyond that and really being more feminine, more put together, the hair done, the outfit,
the effort,
the makeup effort. Yeah, really, really putting in like real tangible efforts to really see true privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also that thing, the meme that was going around with Kylie Jenner, the before and after, and it says, "You're not ugly. You just gotta be rich. Yeah, you just broke. So today's day and age, pretty is a different. People take it to a different level.
Yeah. But I think the thing with pretty privilege is that I think it has gone so far to the point where I think people are trying to do all these things to themselves, kind of like Kylie Jenner, like you get all this work done so that you can be pretty, so that you too get that privilege. Because I'm pretty sure if Kylie looked like the way she originally looked, she probably wouldn't have all the same opportunities.
That's true.
Now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she is so much more cute now.
Yeah, because she has a tiny waist, big ass, big hips, boobs.
Yeah.
I feel like it's become so overhyped that people are just starting to get this delusion of I need to be pretty. If I'm not pretty, I'm not going to get these opportunities or whatever.
And people are realizing that pretty, like exactly what you said, pretty can be made.
Yeah.
You don't have to be born pretty.
Oh, it can be made.
Yeah.
Plastic, cosmetic surgery.
Regular cosmetics, makeup, surgery, hair extensions, all kinds of stuff. Like you can be pretty. You just need to put the effort in, put the money in, put the time in,
So does that put more shame on people who don't try to pursue that? Because it's accessible?
I don't think anybody should try to pursue like perfection or try to pursue like
Or like try harder.
mold their face to a certain conventional beauty. But I think it doesn't hurt to put yourself together. Care a little bit about what you look like.
Yep.
In regards to when you get up, you know, just don't roll out of bed and go to work or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Just look clean.
Yeah.
Put together. You know?
So to me, pretty is putting effort.
Yeah.
How you look, how you present yourself, a little bit of makeup, a little bit here. Like, you know, your outfit has to be ironed.
Hey, you leave my wrinkly clothes alone.
I was like, should I iron this? Like, yes. Do not ever ask that. You know,
Sometimes it's a style to not iron it.
You know what? Ironing is a lot of work. Okay. Clothes should just come, you know, just clean and pressed.
But it makes such a big difference when you have a
does.
shirt and you could see the iron line.
Yeah.
It just looks so good.
Yes, there is a huge
know,
difference between wearing something that's not iron versus iron.
she put her time in her makeup. I put my time in my clothes.
Yeah,
Ironing.
I take time on my face. You take time on your clothes.
Well, mathematically too, there are some like symmetrical, I heard was one thing that makes a person pretty, you know?
Yeah.
But like we talked about in the past with Cyclops guy, if it's symmetrical, but yeah,
One of our very first
remember
recordings.
his eyes were too close together.
Oh, okay.
So even if it's symmetrical, there's some range that I think universally art is more appealing to the eyes. It's not only symmetrical.
You know whose eyes are really close set together? Diddy.
No way.
It was P. Diddy.
P. Diddy?
I only realized it because I heard David So David So has a podcast and he was talking about it. He goes Diddy's eyes are so close together they can whisper secrets to each other.
Oh my goodness. I never thought that. But now I'm gonna have to look.
Okay, we're gonna put Diddy's photo here.
But I thought about it. I'm like, oh, his eyes are really close set together.
Is it?
Okay, I didn't say it. Okay, David So said it. Okay, but
it wasn't ever so obvious that it was obvious to me.
no, I noticed it, but I noticed it in the regards of like something odd about his face.
Before David So pointed it out.
Yeah.
Even before?
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, and then when I was listening to his podcast, he said that. I'm like, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
what
I'm gonna have to go back and
I'm gonna have to look at his photo too.
yeah.
By the way, not a Diddy fan.
No, wait. Well, no one is.
Not anymore, right?
Not anymore.
You
Yes.
know?
Yes.
Yeah.
But besides that, but you know, I mean, yes, there is such things as somebody having a symmetrical face. There's like a TikTok filter that shows you like what your face looks like if it was symmetrical because it cuts it in half and it just mirrors it
Yeah.
of what it will look like. I know.
Yeah.
I tried it. I look different.
Yeah, no. Most of us are not 100% symmetrical.
Well,
And
yeah.
the more symmetrical you are, the more beautiful you're considered.
Yes.
The more athletic you are. They say that as well. Like
Yeah.
even like Tom Brady, for example, you know, he's the most symmetrical. But because like when you're symmetrical, like your eye visions and your coordination is balanced and you can see everything better.
Oh, there's more advantages on top of that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. So we just all over here walking
Yep,
across.
exactly. Walking across,
Our weight is
bumping
not-
into things.
Not evenly distributed because
I cannot tell how close the car is next to me.
No,
I
that's
can-
just bad driving. That has nothing to do with your.
with my eyes and my unsymmetrical face.
That has nothing to do-
Asymmetrical,
No.
unsymmetrical.
No, that has nothing to do with your face. That's just your driving.
no, I went to the chiropractor and the chiropractor did tell me one leg is taller than the other. And
Me too.
You can tell by looking at your high heels. How do you burn out your high heels? How do you burn out your sneakers and your shoes, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there are disadvantages, you know, or advantages, it's like I don't know.
But there are disadvantages to people who are very beautiful or really pretty because I feel like they get hated on the most by other women. I will because I feel like it's jealousy.
Yeah.
That they get hated on by, and then guys just see them as trophies.
sex objects
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
So
on
then
that.
I can see how that can be a disadvantage. Just growing up, your friends are always like thinking that you're gonna steal their man,
Yeah.
or the guys that you date only see you as an object.
Well, people also say like you said earlier, oh, poor pretty girls. People always make fun of that, like, oh, it can't be that hard for them. They're so pretty. So there's a lack of empathy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That compassion.
Yeah. I don't think I'm that pretty. I think I'm normal. But growing up, like people always told me I was pretty, and I really hated that. I always was like, what the hell? Like I'm smart too.
Oh,
I don't ever comment on that. But all they ever talk about is how pretty I am and how tall I am, how skinny I am, And it was really annoying. And so I actually don't like drawing attention to the way I look,
Yeah.
And it's just now that I'm getting older that I'm more comfortable in like showing my body or putting more makeup on or drawing attention.
Maybe that's
to how
why
I
you
look.
used to not do makeup.
Yeah, I just didn't. I never wanted to draw attention to my body, my face.
Yeah.
Like everywhere I go, people would just always comment about the way I look,
Yeah.
my physical look, and I really hated it.
I agree with you. When I walk by a bunch of guys and, they're like whistling or they're looking like they're molesting me with their eyes, I feel so violated.
Yeah.
I feel so angry.
Yes.
I'm just like, and sometimes when I walk by, I'll put my purse to cover my butt and my hands on purpose because I don't want anyone looking.
Like I'm
You
like
know?
scowling, looking angry on purpose. Don't say anything to me because I like I have to pretend I'm in a bad mood.
I'm unapproachable.
Like,
But these are strangers.
but I'm doing it on purpose. I'm trying to like I'm not subconsciously. And, like, I know what's gonna come, and it's really annoying.
I mean, I don't like the whole catcalling thing. That is really annoying.
It is.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, some women will get extra butt injections,
They want that.
even illegally, because they want to get that attention. And I just like, I don't know why, because it's like, to me, I feel so violated and angry,
Yep.
and upset.
Well, maybe they grew up not hearing that they were beautiful or pretty, and now
I mean,
they
I didn't hear
they
that.
are getting any kind of attention. It's good.
I think it's the wrong attention. I think psychologically, maybe they're messed up and it's the wrong attention.
Yes, it is.
I think like for yourself, how you feel validated is more intellectual.
Yeah.
When you're validated in that sense, you feel more valued.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be called pretty sometimes too. Okay, I didn't get called pretty growing up. I got the. You are such a nice girl. I'm just joking. I mean, nobody ever we're straight up like, oh, you're pretty, like whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing that I ever kind of got or understood was, and I only found this out later. If any of my high school friends are watching, I know. But so in high school, I used to hang out with a bunch of guys, and I ended up dating one of the guys in that group. And when we started dating, he told me that there were a couple other guys also in the group that also liked me or thought that I was cute. And so in order for them not to know that they were talking about me, they would call me Roxy. So he goes, so whenever I heard, oh yeah, Roxy looks really cute today. And I was like, oh, who's this girl?
Wait, so you actually remember the name Roxy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So then, years later when we were dating, he told me, yeah, you're Roxy. Like you're the Roxy that
How did that make you feel?
I was like, okay.
That felt nice, right?
Yeah.
To learn about it later.
That was my fake name when we used to go out. And guys asked me for
Adopted it?
Yeah, guys asked me for my name, be like Roxy. I remember I told one guy, my name's Roxy. He goes, that sounds like a made up name. So he said that.
See, but I
Especially for an Asian lady at that time. That time period.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice story, but I think to be a young girl and to have like men or grown men staring you down is very uncomfortable.
It is.
And my dad used to say to my mom, you need to watch your daughter. Like no matter where we go, have her by you all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I didn't really understand. I didn't think I was any special than anybody else,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey,
it's
you
not
could
a
have
very
been kidnapped and
uncomfortable-
trafficked. Okay.
Yeah. It's a very uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Being a little girl and having men like stare at you because they think you're pretty,
So I wanted to ask you all, I think that there is an advantage even legally, right? So I wanted to ask you all on your thoughts on Jeremy Meeks, the convict who after so many people commented, I'm sure we all know who he is, but in case you don't,
God.
very handsome guy.
Google and show.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
know? Okay.
Oh, I know him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's another one?
No.
No.
Oh,
I wasn't sure. She didn't say anything, so I.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he is so beautiful. And his eyes are blue and chiseled jawline and everything. And his caramel skin, you know. And his skin is so
Look at you
smooth.
sexualizing him.
I know women are guilty of that too. I am. His picture went up and all these people started commenting. And
Well, people started reposting his photo.
yeah, like
and
posting it, and he got all this attention. But I do remember, I read the story. The judge, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but to my memory, I recall reading that the judge basically like didn't give him a really harsh. He got off at some point. If he wasn't that handsome, he would never have gotten all those opportunities. No. So that is a direct example of how pretty privilege or advantageous privilege with looks, it does exist, not just for women, but for men as well. Yeah. For me personally, I was very happy for him. Only because I love a success story. You know, I love it.
She was happy for him.
I was happy. I am happy for him because I love a story where people now don't have to resort down that lifestyle. A bunch of different doors were open for them. And even though it's because of his looks, I'm happy that he now has the opportunity to do other things and become a business person and have a different life. I'm just happy for him. You know, it might not be fair. There's a bunch of other convicts that might deserve.
I was like, I'm sure there's other beautiful people out there struggling, but didn't rob anybody.
I know.
That's
not fair.
Yeah, that didn't get their photos blasted because they weren't arrested because, they live right by life.
There is social media now, but the thing is, he is naturally gorgeous.
Yes, I know.
Like
his features are amazing.
Especially men.
Him too.
Especially men. Okay, women are pretty. They come and go, right? But like a good-looking man, that's not very usual.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. He's got good.
And he's not just a pretty boy. He's like masculine and good looking at the same time. That's why women found it to be so.
He was an internet sensation.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
Everyone loved him. And I'm over here like, but didn't he rob people?
Didn't he have weapons on him?
Tattoos up at his neck. He's a criminal.
Yeah.
A hot criminal.
But now it's sexy. Now the tattoos are considered sexy.
That's true.
Yeah. You know, so.
Yeah. I do like tattoos on guys.
No, I'm not a huge fan of tattoos.
I wasn't either.
But you didn't used to like tattoos
I didn't either. Yeah, I used to never like that guy until I was dating that one guy or talking to that one guy, and he's tatted from the neck down, and I'm like, I found that very attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I guess you have to experience it first.
But again, he's also probably like similar to that jailbird, because he's tatted and he's very masculine. So I think it's a combination of both. Well, I think he's just scrawny tatted. I don't know about that. No hate on anybody.
I mean, there's a lot of punk rockers who are scrawny, tattoo scrawny, and it's actually sexy too.
You know who my favorite rapper singer is?
MGK.
MGK.
Who's that?
Gideon Tatted. Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine
Gun Kelly. Holler when you and Megan don't work out.
Girl,
and Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt too.
That's funny. No, but Machine Gun Kelly, he is attractive. He's super tall.
Yeah,
he's tall. Yeah,
he's an attractive dude.
Yeah,
but when he's healthy. When he's not healthy, it's not attractive. Yeah. It becomes like gauntly looking, sickly looking, too skinny.
As far as what is beautiful, I do think that it is a combination of different things. And you don't have to have like the most beautiful face. If you have your hair done, your clothes right, and you're fit and in shape, you have a great personality, you might be beautiful,
100% agree. And what's that saying that beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Different people are attracted to different things, and they like different things. If I like you, you're beautiful to me, you're sexy to me, you're hot to me, and you guys may not find him attractive at all, right? Or I may not find the guys you date attractive at all, but you do. And so that's,
that's facts for all of us.
Yeah.
It works to our advantage that we have different types, because I think throughout history of evolution, it helps keep our men and women separated. We're not all going.
true,
Yeah, we're not all going for the same type. Okay, and that's great. You know.
Okay.
I love Cameron Diaz, and I think she's so beautiful. But somebody I dated said she was ugly.
Oh my God.
And I don't think that she's ugly, but
I think she's ugly.
but they said she's ugly. Her smile is horrendous.
Really?
Yes.
Has he seen her in the mask? She's
I know,
beautiful.
she's so beautiful
in the mask.
So that just tells me beauty truly is in the eyes of the beholder.
He didn't see that movie. Tell him to go watch that movie and then let us know.
But Cameron Diaz has always been beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, that just goes to show beauty is so different for everybody. And we all can take control of that and be beautiful for ourselves, you know. But I love what you said last time. If you're going to have a bad outfit, have good hair.
I saw this girl, I think it was TikTok. She goes, there's 3 things that for women to like basically look put together, and you have to be 2 out of the 3 all time. It's either your hair, your makeup, or your outfit, right? So if you don't have makeup on, then make sure your hair and your outfit looks on point. If you have your makeup, if you're having a shitty hair day, make sure your outfit and your makeup looks on point.
Yeah.
Like you like those 3 things, that
Yeah,
combination.
great tip.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah, it's not original. I saw somebody on TikTok say it.
Yeah. You could look like your outfit could be slobby, but if you have beautiful hair, oh my gosh.
And makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, you're going to be cute going to the grocery
Yeah, because
store.
if you have sweats on and you have your makeup and your hair done, you're still going to look really put together. Yeah.
I guess we can all agree that we do think pretty privilege does exist.
Oh, yeah.
And is it fair? No.
You know what? I think it's fair, right?
Okay.
If you think it's not fair, do something about it. Because
Okay.
everybody has power to do something about it.
Do you think that's a little harsh?
If you ugly, do something.
No, because the thing is that I don't think anyone is ugly. To
Not
your
yet.
point,
Okay.
you're not ugly. You're just lazy.
Okay.
You know, you're not ugly. I have never met anybody and thought,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
they're so ugly. Like, I just don't think that way.
Thankfully.
Yeah, I
instead you're
don't
like-
think that way.
So instead, you're like,
Even though
they're
I'm
lazy.
around, models and beautiful looking people and stylish people all the time, looks is not the
I think what you
the
think when you
face
see people is
not,
like,
yeah.
you're like, oh gosh, why don't you put herself together more?
Yeah.
Or why don't
Like,
you
I
put-
want you to be stylish. I want you to have a purpose in existing.
yeah.
And that means the way you look, the way you put your dress on, the way you talk, how you walk, where you're going, what you're doing. Like, I want there to be a purpose in everything that you do, right? And if you don't have a purpose and life is not fair, then you're the problem, you know? I'm sorry, that's really tough, but I'm
swallow sometimes.
I see this all the time, and I'm just like, every day we all wake up in the morning. We were just talking about this. We all put something on, look in the mirror, and I look cute. And you just really need to understand how to put yourself together so that you can live the best life for yourself that you want, you know?
Tough love over here.
No.
Tough love over here.
Some people might be like, well, why do I have to try harder? I don't want to try harder. I should be accepted and loved for who I am.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody will love you and accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
But then don't sit there and complain about, oh, how come she gets this or how come she gets that? Well,
Look at them and
look at
you.
look at the difference. You know, I mean, if you want better opportunities, more opportunities, yeah, act and look like you want it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you got it.
What the hell are they talking about?
I
get
you
what
know
you're
what, you guys, like, I lived in New York for over
Yeah.
15 years, now in LA, and it's very critically important for you, but to me, if you guys know me, it's not just about looks, right? You do have to know what you're talking about. You do have to be intelligent too. But before that, like,
Yeah.
Make a good first impression visually too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more so like, don't be the victim of pretty privilege, right? It's like, you can't say, oh, I want somebody to love me for who I am and accept me for who you are. You will find somebody.
But also complain about it and judge others.
Yeah. But don't complain and judge others who wear makeup, who put themselves
Try
together,
harder.
who may even do cosmetic surgery to make themselves look better, feel better. You know, you can't judge them for that because that's what they are choosing to do. And you choose to be,
So not do
Content.
anything but complain.
you can be content with who you are. That's fine. Just don't be the victim about it.
Yeah, I guess if someone chooses to be content about who they are and they're not happy about not getting advantages or privileges from others that they're seeing the other people are, you know, like just don't dog on other people who try hard because they want to try harder. Anytime I see somebody and they're put together, I take the time to compliment them because it takes effort.
Yeah.
It's an art form. I tell people it's an art form.
It's art for sure.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys, I was looking at an apartment in Calabasas, and the lady who owns this actually is an additional unit in a house randomly. I wasn't sure what it was. I went to go look. So this older lady, I don't even know how old she is. She's like, I don't know, it was in her 70s or something. She showed me the place, and this is like a $4 or $5 million home or something. And she was so put together. Her dress was on point. Her hair was on point. Her makeup was on point.
Wow.
And I was like, this is why you're rich.
Yeah.
This is why you're rich. Because
She's on top of it.
are on top of it, you know? And I'm like, this is like a huge lesson for me to just like go look at an apartment, and the owner, who's an elderly lady who's looking so put together, really sharp, but still, you know, like all of those things have to go together, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Don't get us wrong, you know, like there's days where I have low times. I'm depressed. I'm sad. Some days I'm some days I'm like, I didn't even wash my face, you know, like I didn't even wash my face. I just rolled out of bed, sat around and did nothing all day. You know, like there's high times and low times, but you have to pick yourself up, and don't ever stop picking yourself up. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah. And these ladies, their styles are much more feminine than mine. Like I don't dress that feminine. Like sometimes not, you know. But I think it's like, how are you representing yourself to the world? I feel like that's so important.
Yeah. How do you want to step into the world every day? You know, what I realized about something that I admire about artistic people and art form is because sometimes I wonder, what is it about the people that I admire that makes me admire them so much? And I realize they're artistic and creative in how they approach the world, how they walk through the world, how they see the world, how they make sense of the world, and
how they present themselves to the world.
Yeah, and how they choose to interact in the world. You know, that is what I'm like. That's the thing I couldn't put my finger on, and that is art form, the art of life. Yeah, I think that, you know, it's like really about choosing to know how you want to walk into the world is what it is, and taking control, like what you said. I love that. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Drop a comment and let us know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe, share, hit the bell button for our most recent episodes that we put up. And thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Bye.